Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and yep, that's right, the impossible is possible. I've done the no items run for Terrifying Conquerors Super Battle Road on Global. No AGL Captain Ginyu. We tried out a couple of runs on the stream earlier. I did it just for fun run. That video will end up going up tomorrow now. And we did the Cell Easy A, but we had a couple of attempts at doing the no item run, and straight away a couple of the ideas that I had for teams weren't really working out. Like, this stage hits surprisingly hard considering it is technically an OG Super Battle Road, not Extreme Super Battle Road. But I first came into it with the LR Full Power Frieza Sworn Enemies team, and Full Power Frieza's taking the same kind of damage that he was taking on Wicked Bloodline Extreme Super Battle Road, so I was quite surprised at the amount of damage that we were taking. So I tried out quite a few different ideas. As you can see here, we're using double STR Bojack, and Bojack can take quite a lot of damage, as you can see. But we did get our rotations almost as a perfect setup. So we've got Raditz and LR Turles together. Now, Raditz is really good at tanking when there's multiple enemies, or at least he used to be. You can see here now, 89k from Int Piccolo. So yeah, it's type disadvantage, but Raditz has damage reduction against multiple enemies. And yeah, he still takes that much damage, but he does get auto stun on his super attack. It's only for 1 turn guaranteed, but obviously his super attack effect can stun anyway, so you can get the 2-turn stun. And then obviously LR Turles, they share a couple of like Saiyan links, things like prepared for battle, so they're not like the perfect rotation or anything, but they can work reasonably well together. We're on low HP, so obviously we got the active skill for LR Turles, so he gets guaranteed 24 ki, so we got the stun. And then we have Int Toa on the team. Now, Int Toa is probably the linchpin of this run, because obviously with her ability, when you drop to 50% or below HP, she gives you a 50% heal, and it's once per fight. So in a couple of the attempts I had, I didn't get it in the first fight because I killed them like a turn too early. Go into the second fight, she's on the first rotation, get the heal. So you're starting off on a good amount of HP, but then you don't have that backup in case you suddenly take a load of damage in the second fight. So this one, I'm not sure about the last fight actually, but I think we get her heal in both the first and the second fight, and it definitely is hugely beneficial. So Bojack getting the double super here, he raises defense on super attacks. Obviously, as long as he supers first, his defense is better, but he does still take a pretty insane amount of damage. But I found overall that he is better than Cooler. Now, the thing about Bojack's leader skill is everyone on the team except for Toa come under his full leader skill for Space Traveling Warriors, but his Time Traveler's leader skill is only 150%, so that's another reason why Toa will take a lot of damage if she gets hit. So, I mean, we had rotations where even if I got my starting rotations the way I would want them to be, if she's in like slot 3 and there's 4 attacks in the final slot, it's probably immediately game over unless you're able to stun both of those units. We also got fairly lucky on this last turn here, because against one enemy, Raditz loses his damage reduction and he just gets extra defense, but it's not really enough in Super Battle Road to make up for having damage reduction instead. So we were quite lucky that, you know, the only enemy alive was Nail, who had type disadvantage and I believe was attack lowered and sealed. So I knew he wasn't going to super attack Raditz in slot 1, but we still could have run that risk. In fact, I can't remember if he was actually sealed. There are definitely 1 or 2 moments in this run where a super attack in slot 1 probably would have been GG. So here you can see we have 2 attacks on Toa in the final slot. So I'm sealing up Roshi with Captain Ginyu, and then trying to stun Tien with Guldo, and then Toa's also attacking Roshi just because she's going to attack lower him. But Captain Ginyu is actually a reasonably good tank. Considering him and Guldo, this rotation, they're 2 free-to-play units. Ginyu getting 2 clutch dodges there. I think he dodges this, actually. That dodge right there, in fact, might be the reason that we won. Because post-super attack, Ginyu's defense is really good, and he does have damage reduction against multiple enemies. But you can see, like, at the beginning of the turn when he got hit by Krillin, like, he will still take quite a lot of damage. So that super attack might have actually just straight up killed, or potentially would have just put us on such low HP that it would have been too difficult to survive the next turn. Because we haven't used Toa's heal, so obviously she was on turn 1. Now we are basically at 50%. So as long as we can survive this turn, we're obviously going to take some damage. And then that means we'll be able to get her heal again. So I've got to try and target the attacks very carefully here so I can take as little damage as possible. So we get Raditz to try and stun Krillin. And then I struggled for a while to decide who to try and stun with Turles, because I am obviously concerned about Bojack getting hit a lot at the back. And so since we're going to stun Krillin, I was thinking about attacking either Roshi or Gohan until I realised, I don't know how long it's actually going to take me here to realise, there we go, yeah, that Piccolo is attacking Turles twice in the middle. And on this rotation, like, Turles' defense is pretty good, but it's not like tanking with no items good, even with some support from Bojack. So kind of had to target the Piccolo since he is attacking us twice. But again, super attack in slot 1 would be absolutely devastating, so we do have some clutch timings on some of these turns. But look at Turles, 7 million attack stat. Obviously he's getting big bad bosses from Bojack. This is far and away from like a, you know, a great rotation from him, and that is a pretty solid attack stat. But he comes in clutch here. We finish off Piccolo with the first super, and then we stun Gohan with the secondary super. So again, that's another attack that then LR Turles didn't have to take. So that could have been a super, and that could have been the run over. So we get that stun, and then Bojack, because Roshi's been so attack lowered now, Bojack actually able to tank for double-digit damage after supering. And again, this is another dicey situation, because we know that Roshi is attack lowered. He could super. And then Krillin is also potentially able to super. So this is another one of those situations where if Krillin super attacks in slot 1, unless Ginyu gets another clutch dodge, then we potentially lose. So I wanted to make sure I could get a super for Bojack here. Because I think the red orb that's left there now would have, yeah, dropped down like that, and the two would have been separate. So I'd rather he gets a super, because he can potentially take out Roshi, or he's just going to raise his defense, or, you know, we're going to do some extra damage. Because Ginyu, I'm not sure if Ginyu did finish off Roshi. He might still be alive. And then we finish off Tien. Yeah, we did take out Roshi. So then that allows Bojack to do some more damage to Gohan. He might actually take out Gohan here. He does, yeah. So we only have Krillin left, and then look at this. Perfect setup, because in slot 1, Turles can't really... Raditz can't tank now against one enemy. So I would have had to have put STR Turles in slot 1, and his defense wouldn't necessarily have been the best. And then we got the Toa heal. So we literally got the Toa heal on the final turn. If we'd, like, gotten double supers or something on the previous turn and actually killed Krillin, then we wouldn't have got that heal, and we'd have been going into the last fight getting it. I had to be really careful on this turn as well, not to pick up too many orbs, because I have noticed that the Dokkan gauge is basically ready to go. So that is obviously another thing that worked in our favour. The goal was to try and get to the last fight with the Dokkan attack. So we're going to be getting it with Captain Ginyu. We've got the support from Bojack, because there's 3 enemies. He's giving quite a decent amount of support here. So Ginyu will actually hit reasonably hard, but of course there are 2 attacks right at the front from physical Supreme Kai, so I'm sweating that a little bit. But Guldo's going to target him in the middle if he does survive to try and get the stun. And then let's see, how much does he actually do? Yes, he does 60k from normal attacks, so fortunately he does not super, otherwise that would have been GG right there, unless we got a dodge, but we didn't dodge the normals, so potentially would not have. So we get all the nodes here. We don't have a crazy high attack stat for Ginyu, just under 3 mil. But I believe he does take out... Is it Kibito? I think Kibito has the least health. I know we take out somebody, and then the other 2 are just on really low HP. So we get a crit on you, 4.1. Yeah, we take out Kibito, and then Supreme Kai is just barely hanging in there. So I think, does Guldo kill him or just stun him? He stuns him. Oh, I think actually the fact that Guldo doesn't kill him is yet another like piece of the puzzle coming together, because that means that Supreme Kai is still alive. So on the next turn, Raditz has his damage reduction, because the Fat Kai is sealed, but he's not stunned. But fortunately, because he's sealed, I know he's not going to super attack Raditz. So because Supreme Kai is still alive, Raditz has his damage reduction. Now, because he's sealed, we could put Turles in slot 1 if, obviously, we were worried about... sorry, if he wasn't sealed. But Turles would still take quite a bit of damage. So here, even if he does big damage to Raditz with a normal, 73k, he's sealed, so we know he can't super. So I knew he wasn't going to do like 200k per hit. And that's it. That's when the run got clutched up. So Turles gets the stun on him. And then... sorry, Raditz. I keep saying getting Raditz and Turles confused, but yeah. Raditz gets the stun. I think he might have taken him out as well. And then we get the additional from Turles. So, yet again, a Turles additional super being the decisive blow here. Finish off Supreme Kai. And there you go. That is Terrifying Conquerors Super Battle Road done on Global without any items, with no AGL Captain Ginyu. I saw a lot of people talking about it. We were discussing it in the stream chat after the first couple of attempts. I saw a lot of people saying that the no item run is probably not doable until Captain Ginyu comes out. But you know me. You see what it says at the side there. So there you go. Terrifying Conquerors, no items. Let me know what teams you guys use to beat the run. Obviously not, whether you used items or not. Because this stage definitely has a little bit of extra difficulty. But with items, definitely manageable. And yeah, I'll put the Just for Fun run that we did up tomorrow with quite an interesting team, so keep an eye out for that one. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.